CPI report is out, bratans. What this mean for crypto and Bitcoin? Let's start here. By the way, congratulations to everyone who bought also here FXS. I bought it at $7, and right now we see here FXS around $9.26. So this is a pump. This was profits of around 30%. If you manage to buy it at the here at the support line, then you made even here over 42%. Congratulations, bratans. But let us speak right now about the CPI report, and we are going down here. The CPI report is out here. I wrote you core CPI is expected at 5.5%. This was the forecast. Previous was 5.6, so it perfectly matched. And the CPI is at 6.0%. Previous was 6.4%. So it declined as expected, so as the forecast was. And the core CPI here, this is what I wrote you, excluding food and energy, is the base on which the interest rates are set. And this is very important because save the date. I wrote you at 20. Tomorrow will be they will reveal the PPI, and at 21 and 22nd on the March there will be the Fed meeting, and the Fed meeting. This is right now crucial, bratans, because the Fed meeting, they will deciding based on the core CPI, will they cut the interest rates or will they increase the interest rates? Obviously, if they cut the interest rates, this is very bullish and we can pump even more, right? But what is very important right now, the relief rally is going further on. And I told you, I don't expect that the relief rally ending here, right? We saw this drop. We expected that we are going even lower to 18,400 approximately. This was the double top price target. However, the bullish divergence which we saw here, wait a minute, on the daily on Bitcoin, wait a minute, I told you also about this bullish divergence which we saw here, right? And the people laughed at me, they shitted in my face, they shit in my comment like they're doing also right now. You see here, this bullish divergence worked earlier out than expected. And if you are longed here, then congratulations. If you are longed here, then you make here over 27% profits, bratans. However, be very careful, because what I'm doing right now, I'm waiting right now until to see how we close this daily. If we're closing this daily above this weekly resistance, this would be amazing, because it's not only a weekly resistance, but it's also a technical big resistance, because if we are extending here this weekly line, we see here, we have here a big resistance in August 2022. So this would be really amazing. In case we are breaking down here, the next big support, in case we are closing below the weekly support, the next big support will be the daily at 21,900, right? What are we looking here for? Obviously, if we're closing above the weekly, we are looking here for the price target of 27K. 27K is our monthly resistance. And if we are breaking above the monthly resistance, above 27K, then we can expect that Bitcoin will go here to our big resistance line at around $34,000, right? Why this white line? I extend, we have to zoom out in order to understand it. This line is a big support line back to 2020. It's, you see here, support, here it was support and resistance, and it would turn here into a resistance line at 34K. And I don't expect that we are going higher than 34K, because this is really massive, a 2-year line resistance. And as I told you, I mean, since months, yes, I'm expecting here relief rally to the upside, but not the bull market. We could go here still as low as 7 to 8K before the bull market begins in 2024, 2025, after the Bitcoin halving. I mean, the same we saw here also. In the previous bear market, we had here since the bottom a pump of over 357%. This would be a pump, if we are pumping here to 34K, this would be a pump of over 115%. So it perfectly matches, because Bitcoin has right now a bigger market cap, so it cannot pump 300% in the relief rally. And what we saw after we saw here, first we saw big breakdown, then we saw this relief rally, then we reached nearly the bottom again, and then the really bull market has started back then. So this same I'm expecting here for Bitcoin. And right now, what is very important, bratans, why also it perfectly matches with the expectation that this is not the bull market. I show you again here. Wait a minute. Here, this is a very, very essential graphic, because this US Treasury 10-year to 3-month spread 2000 till the present, and always as soon as we saw this invert curve, you see here back in 2008, and also 2018 here. You see here the red invert curve. Here the invert curve. What happened? This gray area, which you see here, right? This gray area. So around 12 months after the invert curve, we saw a big recession incoming. You saw the same happen 2008 here, the invert curve, big recession coming. 2018, also recession incoming. And the same, what we see here, spread is negative again. So we have again this invert curve. The recession is not over, especially because why we saw this pump yesterday and before. This pump happened because the Fed told that they will jump in and help the banks out. So essentially what they said, they will print money. Why? Because if they wouldn't say that, then we would have a big bank run on all the banks, because what the banks do with your money, with my money, I have not much money in the bank, but however, what they do, you put the money in the bank and they buying US bonds, because this is the most safe thing, and everyone knows it. This is the most safe thing. But as the Fed starts to increase the interest rates, the bond price is falling down. So essentially what it means, if the people are running right now and want to take their money out of the bank cannot pay all the customers out, because the bond price are falling, because the interest rates are spiking up because of the Fed, because of the inflation rates. You understand what I mean? This is what happened with the Silicon Valley Bank. So what the Fed did right now, they start printing money. They didn't call it, but they start to print money to calm down the customers, that not the bank run on all the other banks starting and all the banks start to fall down. You understand? This was the reason for this big pump, right? So, however, what this means, if they starting right now printing money, what they do to save the banks, the inflation will even spiking in the next month even higher. So we are right now heading in a hyperinflation, and this will happen after the relief rally. So we could go to 35k even, but after expecting here maximum 35k, maybe we go even higher. It would be amazing, because altcoins would even pump more, and altcoins I didn't sell, FXS, AGX, I bought even more, right? So because I expected they will outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, it's more risky, but this is another topic we can speak about. So after this relief rally, expecting a big drop down, because after the Fed right now start printing money, the inflation will go up. So what they do, they have to increase the interest rates even higher. And this is exactly what Michael Burry also said weeks ago. He said that in Q3, Q4, we will see a spike in the inflation and the interest rates will go even higher. So this is exactly perfectly what happened, what Michael Burry said weeks ago. And this is exactly what I'm telling you since weeks, right? So, bratans, in the immediate short term, for my day trader, if you are in a long right now, I would make sure that your stop loss is below the weekly support, so below 21,300, 21,200. This is, in my opinion, very, very important. The price target is obviously, if we're closing above the weekly support today, the price target is 27k, and if we're breaking above 27k, above the monthly resistance, the next price target would be 34k. And let me quickly show you Ethereum. By the way, look, USD perfectly recovered, perfectly to $1 back again. You see here, we perfectly reached here $1 again. Congratulations, bratans, because what we did, we changed our USDT to USDC and made 10% easy profits. And then I bought also FXS with profits. So Ethereum, let me quickly go to Ethereum here. Ethereum, very important. What are the price targets for Ethereum? Ethereum, if Bitcoin further pumps, the price target, one of the price targets is obviously here the monthly, weekly resistance at 1,821, so 4.3%. And as soon as we are breaking here this monthly and weekly support resistance, the next price target where Ethereum could go is here to 2,500, so another 44% up potential upside. Also here, if you're on a long, make sure that your stop loss, in my opinion, is below this daily support, so below $1,550. And where I finding here this resistance line is obviously a resistance line here back in the past. You see a big support and resistance, support and resist, support and resistance. So I expecting that Ethereum could go in this relief rally to $2,500. So another thing what is very important also to watch, the DXY is dumping also as expected, because I told you the DXY formed here a double top, and we're expecting that the dollar will go even lower because of this double top which we formed. And the price target of the dollar is here back our support line at 101.6, and as the dollar is going down, crypto is going up, right? Perfectly. So everything perfectly working out. As right now also the oil price is right now dumping, you see, and if the oil price is dumping, crypto and all the stocks usually pumping. What is very important to watch also is the S&P 500. I would like to see the S&P 500 here clearly breaking back above here this blue line, you see, above this 200 moving average. This would be safe indicator for the relief rally to continue. This is what I want to see. This is what I don't like right now still, but this is what I would like to see. Yes, in my opinion, it's very clear the relief rally, yes, is still continuing. Be careful this week, watch out the PPI still, and make sure to set a proper stop loss. The bull market not started yet. This is only a relief rally in my opinion, like I explained to you before. And if you want to know when I'm buying more of FXS, AGIX, or when I'm going into long Bitcoin or shorting, or when I'm selling everything, then you can join my Telegram channel, Bratans, absolutely for free. How you can join it, it's very, very easy. Here, link in the description. Make a registration on Bybit through my link. Deposit $500 on your Bybit account. It costs you 40 seconds maximum, and you get a free access to my Discord and Telegram channel. You get even a $30,000 up to $30,030 for free, Bratans. Link in the description. So if you have any question, by the way, you get also free access to my Discord channel where you get a free crypto trading course absolutely for free, Bratans. Thank you everyone for watching. I kiss you and see you later. Mwah.